I'm 32, and I've just made a colossal mistake. One so thoughtless it's torn apart everything I once believed unbreakable. One moment, I was laughing with friends, soaking up warmth and familiarity. The next, I was alone in a silent house, staring at my phone as it buzzed with everyone's messages, everyone except the one I most needed. I never imagined Ryan would walk away. Sure, I thought he might sulk or give me the silent treatment for a day or two, but vanish entirely? That was never meant to be our ending. Yet here I am, drowning in emptiness and shame. It all started with a careless quip at dinner, just idle banter over glasses of wine. We'd been joking around when someone asked, if you had to choose between your spouse and someone else, who would it be? Without a second thought, I flashed the room a grin and said, honestly, I'd pick my coworker over Ryan any day. Laughter erupted around me. I joined in, thinking I delivered a playful line. Ryan, though, didn't laugh. He simply stared, his face unreadable, a look that should have alarmed me, but I waved it off. I pecked him on the cheek and quipped, don't overthink it. Back home, the damage caught up with me. He stood in the hallway, voice low and controlled. Do you really feel that way? I froze, pretending confusion. What are you talking about? I asked. He repeated my words from dinner, asking whether I'd been joking or truly believed I'd be happier with someone else. I could have apologized. I could have reassured him. Instead, I let pride and fear take over. I crossed my arms and dismissed him. You're overreacting. He laughed then, but it wasn't joyous. It was hollow, brittle. I've spent years trying to be everything you needed, he said quietly, and the moment I see you light up, it's because of someone else. Don't be dramatic, I shot back. But he wasn't being dramatic. He was being honest, and in that honesty, our life together unraveled. He was finished. There was no shouting, no trembling, no theatrics. Just a quiet, steady voice as he looked at me and said, if you truly believe there's someone better for you, then why are we still doing this? In that instant, everything shifted. It wasn't just a disagreement anymore. It was the moment he let go. Something in the air changed. My chest tightened. Ryan, wait, I whispered, but he was already halfway up the stairs. I followed him to our bedroom and found him calmly packing a bag. I leaned in the doorway with my arms folded like I still had some kind of say in what happened next. You're seriously leaving over one comment? I asked, still clinging to denial. Without even glancing at me, he said, it's not just about what you said. It's what it revealed. It's everything that's been building. That's when panic truly hit. My voice cracked as I pleaded with him to stop, to talk, to believe me when I said it was just a joke. But he didn't flinch. He zipped the bag, picked up his keys, and walked out without another word. I kept waiting, convincing myself he'd cool off and come back. One day, maybe two. But instead of him, there was silence, and then an email notification. He had contacted a realtor. A follow-up about a new place. He wasn't taking space. He was closing the chapter. My calls went to voicemail. My messages were ignored. Desperate, I sent a voice note, my voice shaking, telling him I didn't mean it, that he was the only one I ever wanted, that I was sorry for everything. His reply was brutal in its simplicity. Thanks for confirming what I've suspected for a long time. You just take what you can get from people. I guess I was no exception. And that's when it sank in. He wasn't lying. He saw the truth, one I hadn't wanted to face. I called again. This time, he picked up. But the warmth in his voice was gone. What do you want, Caroline? I stumbled through my apology, clinging to whatever was left between us, trying to patch something that had already cracked beyond repair. I need space, he said flatly. Don't contact me again unless I reach out first. And just like that, he was gone. Now, I sit in this silence I created, phone in hand, refreshing the screen like hope might sneak back through a notification. But I know better. The message I need won't come. I thought I held the cards. I thought I could say anything, act any way, and he'd always stay. But he didn't. And the cruelest irony. The coworker I joked about, that meaningless attention, meant absolutely nothing. Now, I'm left with the aftermath. And there's no one to blame but me.